Ahoy, this is Zdenka. One of the things we didn't talk about in this channel yet is stop motion. What is it? It's sort of like a time lapse, but it is still very different. With stop motion, you will bring static objects to life by physically moving them, or not. I'll show you. It is a very old technique, which is having quite a bit of a comeback these days. I've seen commercials entirely shot at stop motion. I've seen some product videos which are actually mixed with stop motion, slow motion, and speed ramping, and that's something I actually like personally. I simply like to match the rhythm of the music to the video. I like to play with different speeds. So today, stop motion. 2 ways, well, 3 ways, possibly 4 ways. Smartphone way for the mobile users, camera way with the camera like I have, this mirrorless camera, and lastly the lazy way with the camera as well. Let's talk about the setup. What do you need is stable, nice background if you like, and nice steady light. You don't want to do it by the window somewhere using natural light, as it is going to change on you once a cloud shows up. I optioned for my studio where I used my continuous ring light. Before we get to the bigger stuff, let's start with the option number 1, and that is smartphone stop motion. There are a whole bunch of different apps you can use for stop motion. I decided to go with a free version of app called Stop Motion Studio. My phone is sitting on a tripod in a smartphone holder. Now everything I'm using in this video will be listed below in the video description in case you want to grab something, and yes, those are international links. It's very easy to use this app. First of all, you will be taking a series of photos which will be played one by one as a video. So every time you shoot stop motion, you have to make sure you lock your brightness and focus. Before we do that, let's look at settings. Here you can select movie speed. I'll leave it at 5 frames per second, fade effect, ratio, and all kinds of effects. Let's tap to take photo, and now everything is in automatic mode, which we don't want. Let's go to AL, tap sun to adjust exposure, and tap on the screen where you want the focus to be. Next, you want to select timer, so you don't have to physically take photo every single time. You could also introduce camera shake by pressing the button, so let's stay away from that. Timer is better. I'll choose 10 seconds. All I'm going to do now is move my items. Now, I'm not really that precise with these movements today, but when you will try, remember that small same distance moves are the best. And if you have kids, here is your perfect activity these days. Moving on to option number 2, with a camera. I've got here overhead setup. Camera is Canon M6 Mark II, Moza slide pod, and tripod. I have again my ring light, and I also added 2 LED lights. And again, everything is linked below. You might also want to use camera shutter if you have one, or connect your camera to a smartphone like I do. My camera is set to manual mode. My aperture is f5.6 as I want most of it in focus. Shutter speed I think is 1/50th. I'm taking photos in RAW to preserve quality, as I might use some of the photos for something in the future. And the same process goes, move your objects to create movement. Because of the light, I'll make a change and step away so I don't create a shadow by accident. To create the actual video, let's go to Adobe Premiere Pro. First, I'll go to Edit, Preferences, Timeline, and change Still Image Default Duration to 1 second. Press first image, hold Shift, press last image, and drag them all on your timeline. Sequence, I'm going to change to 23.976 frames per second. Now when I play it, it's quite slow, so I'll select all images, right click, and select Nest. Now it is one clip, no longer single images. And what I do here is to change the speed to get the visual result I want. 150% faster is good. I actually like it 300% better. And now I just color grade the clip as usually. want to say now is that there are many different ways you can create the stop motion video in Adobe Premiere Pro. I'm sure you will find a zillions of tutorials. This is just a way which works for me, and yeah, this is how I create my stop motion. And the last option is for those moments when it's very difficult to just grab the object and do it step by step. Like for example, if you have something rounded and you just want to roll it, sure, you could do it in a burst image mode, but I'm not having that much time, and sometimes I'm even lazy, so I'm just gonna do it in video, sort of faking it. So for this, you want to film in manual mode as well. You want to have fast shutter speed because you don't want any motion blur. So what I did, I filmed this video sequence in 120 frames per second. My shutter speed was 1/240th, respectively my camera actually, I have it set on a 1/250th of a second. I filmed purposely at 120 frames per second. So if I decide to use the same clip in my future projects in slow motion, I have it. I simply like to save a lot of time by giving myself different options. So option 1, I can use it for stop motion, and option 2, I can use it for slow motion. It's gonna look completely different. I can just use tiny bits and pieces of the video clip. Once I was done, I placed it on 24 frames per second timeline in Adobe Premiere Pro. Go to posterize time effect, and here you can experiment with different frame rates. I chose 2 frames, and that's it. And I would use this if I would be filming some kind of emotion, like a person and there is a hair motion, or I would use it if somebody was running, for example. Hit the thumbs up if you found this video useful, and don't forget to subscribe to all future videos, because soon I'm gonna be showing you how I am filming product videos and product commercials, where I'm gonna be actually using all those styles. If you have any questions or comments, or simply want to say hi or ahoy, you can leave it below in the comment section, and I'll see all of you, my friends, in the next video. Ciao, ahoy.